Hello friends, I'm Manisha. Welcome you all in Seva Samajik Vikas Sanstha Satara. Today in our English session we are going to discuss about voice. Okay, what is voice? Voice is the term of a finite transitive verb which shows whether the subject is doing something or something is being done to it. It means it is with observing verb we are able to understand whether the sentence is in active voice or in the passive voice. See the format of the sentence like this when the sentence is in active voice. Here subject comes first, then verb and then object. So this is the format of active voice. See when the subject does an action or is the doer of an action, the verb denoting that action is said to be in the active voice. For example, the cobbler mend the shoes. Now here, cobbler is the subject and on what action took place? Shoes, that is object. And what is the action? Mend. So it is verb. Means the formation of the sentence is subject plus verb plus object. See the next example. My cousin brought a new laptop. So what is the action? To buy is the action means here bought. V3, V2 form is used of the sentence and that action is done by whom? Who is a doer? My cousin. So that is subject and buying. This action is taken place on whom? So new laptop. So that is the object. So subject, verb, object. As the sentence is in this second sentence is in a simple past tense. First sentence was in a simple present tense. Now see the third one. Sarah will clean her desk. So action is what? Cleaning. So will clean. Simple future tense. This is verb. Who will do that action? Sarah. So this is subject. And this cleaning action will take place on what? So her desk. So that is object. Subject, verb, object. See, subject, verb, and object. This is the format of the sentence when it is in the active voice. Now let's see. The sentence is in a passive voice. When the verb denotes an action that is received by the subject, the verb is said to be in the passive voice. For example, see here, my neighbor was fined by the policeman. Actually, fine is the verb, okay? So, was fine in a simple past tense it is. Fine, it's a V3 form is used, verb third form is used, or it is also called as a past participle. And this fining action is done by whom? So, policeman. And on whom it is? So, my neighbor. So, object come first, then helping verb, be form, to be form is used, then verb third form, that is past participle, by and the subject. This is the structure of the sentence when it is in a passive voice. Object plus be form means to be form plus third form of the verb that is past participle plus by and then plus subject of the sentence. Now see the next example. A new auditorium will be built here by the May. Now what is the action here? Build. Okay. So building is the action, will be built. In a future tense, it is simple future tense. V3 form build and it's a second and third form is built. So it is used here. Will be means helping verb is it is, or you can say as a primary auxiliary is used. Now this building action is done by whom? By the mayor. So this is subject. And this what is going to be built? So object. A new auditorium. So that is object. So object, then verb, and then subject. This is the format of the sentence when it is in the passive voice. See the again another example. An exciting match. Exciting is, now if you will observe this part of the sentence, here this total phrase can be said as sorry, object of the sentence, which is in subjective form. Okay, is being watched. So watching is the action. This is verb, and this action is done by whom? By us. So this is what subject. So object plus verb plus subject. But with this verb, you will see here is means to be form is used, and as the sentence was in continuous tense, present continuous tense, and for that purpose is used as the match is singular, and being because to remove the ing of with the along with the verb it is used. So now the sentence is in the passive voice. An exciting match is being watched by us. So if you want to change it into the active voice, the sentence can be we we are watching an exciting match. So an exciting match is being watched by us. Got it? Now the given sentence. My neighbor was fined by policeman. The policeman fined my neighbor. This is the sentence when if we will change it into the active voice. See here, in the first examples, the cobbler mends shoes. So shoes are mend. It's a third form we have to use. Shoes are mended by the cobbler. My cousin bought a new laptop. A new laptop was, because bought, simple past sensitive. So a new laptop was bought by my cousin. Sarah will clean her desk. So her desk will be cleaned by Sarah. So in this way, we can change the sentence. When it is in active form, we can change it into the passive. And if the sentence are in a passive voice, we can change it into the active voice. Now, see if the sentences are means the verbs, if they are infinitive or modal auxiliaries are used or future indefinite. So, in such cases, when the sentence is in active voice, format can be subject plus will plus verb plus object. So, we have to change it, means where we have to make the changes when we are changing the sentence into the passive voice. We must take object first, then according to the object, we have to take will or shall, along with that be, and the third form of the verb, and then the subject. Now see here you are able to see the sentence which is in the simple future tense. He will be he will be punished for his misbehavior. He sorry he will be punished for his misbehavior. By whom it is not given. So it is understood by the teacher or by someone. Okay. So here on whom giving punishment is action is done on whom? He. So here object is first. Here object is given first. In this sentence, sorry. Here, in given sentence, he is the subject, punished is the verb, will be, this to be form is used, he will be punished for his misbehavior by someone. So that is not given. Okay. Now see the second example. My letter will be posted by this little boy. So posted is the verb, means the action. This action is done on whom? So my letter. So that is object. Here this one was object and subject was missing. Here my letter is the object because posting action is done on the letter. Here punishment action was done on he. So he was the object. Here my letter is the object. Will be, that is to be form. Verb third form posted by this little boy, that is subject. So object, verb, subject means the sentence is in a passive voice. Suppose we have to change the sentence into the active voice, the same sentence. So how we can write, this little boy will post my letter. How it will be? This little boy will post, not posted, will post my letter. Now see the next example. These papers will not be signed by her. Here, signed is the action, means the verb. That action is done by whom? So that is subject, and on whom? So these are papers, so that is object. So these papers are object, will not be, that is to be form, verb third form, that is signed by subject her. So these papers will not be signed by her. Suppose we want to change it into the active voice. So how can be the sentence? Instead of her, she will be there. She will not sign these papers. She will not sign. There is no need to write this ed form. So she will not sign these papers. Full stop. Now see if the sentence is like this. Present indefinite. So the sentence when it is in active voice, it can be subject first, then verb, and then object. Or when we are changing it into the passive voice, then the subject means it is in an objective case. Okay. Then to be form, and then by. Sorry. Then subject means that is object, but in the subjective case. For example, see here, she is taught English daily by her class teacher. So taught means teaching is the action here, that is verb. Okay. And that action is done by whom? By her class teacher. So that is subject. And this teaching action is done on whom? She. So that is object. So object, verb, subject means the sentence is in a passive voice. Now see the next one. I am often invited to attend party by my friends. So invited, often invited. This is what verb and this is to be form. Use over here. So this action is done by whom? By my friends. So this is subject, and about whom it is done. So I. So that is object. Object, verb, subject means the sentence is in a passive voice. Okay. Next example. Elections are held every 5 years by government, so that is not written here, but it is understood. Okay, so taking elections, held is the verb here. And what is held? What answer if you will, what question if you will ask to the verb, and whatever answer you are getting, that is your object. And the action is done by whom. If it is, in some cases it won't be mentioned here in like this example. Elections are held every 5 years by the government, so by government is not mentioned here. Now see the next example. Past indefinite means where was and where is used. In such cases, how will be the sentence? Means subject was or means verb second form will be there and the object. So when we are writing, object will come first. Means subjective form, object should be in the subjective form and subject should be in the objective form. Okay. So see the example. Sorry. She, see the example here. She was punished for her negligence. Now, this is what for her negligence, that is the remaining part of the sentence. Here, she means punishment is the action, and this action is done on whom? So, she. So, object has come first, and by whom? So, that is missing here. By maybe teacher or parents, like that it is. So she was punished for her negligence by the teacher or by the parents. So subjective case, that is missing here. Both the friends were selected for senior hockey team. By whom? Again here that is missing. Okay, but selected, that is the verb, and this selection action is done on both the friends, so that is object. On whom this action took place, that is the object. And though friends, sometimes you get confused when there is by and by whom. If it is not given, then you get confused. But no need to worry, because you have to find out the verb first and ask the question what to the verb, and whatever answer you are getting, that is your object. For example, punishment. So who got the punishment? She. So she is here. Selected. So who is selected or what is selected? So both the friends. So that is the object. Now see the next one. When the sentence is in the perfect tense, means present perfect tense or past perfect tense or future perfect tense. So in the active voice, if the sentence is a present perfect tense, then subject will come first, then has or have according to the subject. For example, I have, you have, we have, he has, she has, it has, Raju has, but boys have, children have, a child has. So, according to subject, you have to use have or has. Then, third form of the verb. In all these sentences, whether it is present, past, or future, if it is in a perfect tense, then you must use third form of the verb everywhere. Okay? Subject, verb, object. That is the sentence when it is in active voice. And object comes first, then has or have. After that, BWN, been must be used. What it is? BWN. Been must be used after this helping verb. And then third form of the verb, which is already used over there, by and then subject. For example, she, he has just been elected. So he is the object, has been, that is to be formed, elected V3 form as a member of committee, that is the remaining phrase of the sentence, by whom it is not given. Okay. So object V3 form and subject is not given here, not mentioned. Means actually not necessary to mention there, because the main thing is what? He has been elected as a member of committee. Now see the next example. This is the sentence is in a past perfect tense. See, in a past perfect tense, when the sentence is in active voice, subject plus had plus V3 form plus been. And when it is passive voice, object plus had plus BEE and been, then V3 forms by and subject. Very easy. For example, she had already been admitted to the hospital by maybe parents, by her parents. So like that it is. So admitted, that is the action, means the verb. Okay. So third form of the verb, had been, to be form is used, and this admitted action is done on whom? She. So that is object. So object and then verb means the sentence is in a passive voice. Now see, when the perfect future tense, subject will, shall, have V3 form and object, and when it is in a passive voice, same way, object will, shall, have been, third form of the verb by and then subject. For example, my friends will have been married by now, so by someone, like that it is. Okay. So here, who is going to get married? Married is the verb's third form. My friend. So that is object. As there is a marriage action is going to take place on my friend. So that is the object. And this is what helping verb. Will have been. So my friend will have been married by now. So this sentence is in the future perfect tense and in the passive voice. Now see the next example. When the sentences are in the continuous form. Okay, continuous means present continuous tense or past continuous tense. See, friends, when the sentence is in a future continuous tense, it cannot be changed into the passive voice. Okay. Now, see, when the sentence is in present continuous tense, so at that time, what is the structure of the sentence? Subject. According to the subject, am, is, are, something helping verb. Then verb plus ing, this should be used, and then object. For example, I am teaching grammar, or uh, Meena is writing a letter, or boys are playing cricket. So these are the sentences in the active voice. Now, for example, boys are playing cricket. So cricket is, because cricket is singular. Here boys plural was there, so are to be form is used. Okay, so cricket is being, because playing was there, so we have to use third form of the verb, means played, and for that ing we must use being. So cricket is being played by boys. Boys are playing cricket. Cricket is being played by boys. We will see another example. Okay. Sita is writing a letter. A letter is being written by Sita. Now, when the sentence is in a past continuous tense, boys were playing cricket. Cricket were being played by boys. Okay. See, subject was or were, verb plus ing object. So object, verb means to be formed, then being, third form of the verb by and the subject. For example, Sita was writing a letter. A letter was being written by Sita. Granny was telling stories. Stories were being told by Granny. So, in this way, we can change the sentence. Now, see the given examples here. The match is being telecast now on Sony TV. By whom it is not given. Okay, but what is telecast? So match. So that is object is because telecasting, to remove that ing we have used here being, and this is what helping verb to be formed. Okay, and this is what third form of the verb. Telecast, its a third form is telecast only. Second form, third form, it will be same, telecast. So the match is being telecast now on Sony TV by the sponsor. Or if we want to change the sentence into the active voice, sponsors are telecasting match now on Sony TV. Now see this another example. This was a this sentence was in a present continuous tense. Now this sentence is in a past continuous tense. The match was being telecast. The match was being telecast yesterday on Sony TV. Okay. So here, what is telecast match? That is object. Okay. Was being, was being is what? Was being is helping verb to be formed and being for removing ing. Telecast is the word third form. Yesterday. Okay, on the Sony TV. So sub object come first, then helping verb, then means as to remove this ing verb plus ing we have used here being, and then third form of the verb. So sentence is in a passive voice and the tense of the sentence is past continuous tense. This was present continuous tense. Now see the next example. Here when the infinitives are used in the sentence, how the sentence should be changed, that we will see. She is to write a letter. She is to write a letter. She is the subject. In the given sentence, she is the subject, letter is the object, and to write is the verb. Means this is in active voice. Now to make it in the passive voice, object will come first, a letter. Now letter is singular. In present tense, we can use am, is, are. From that singular form means is. A letter is to be. And then V3 form written by her. Subject, she. It should be in the objective case. So by her. Now, they were to complete the verb. They were to complete the verb. Of subject, who is going to complete? They. Subject first. To complete is the verb and the work is the object. So the work was to be completed by them. Now see, my sister has to buy what? New car. So object. So new car, the given sentence is in a present perfect. So a new car has to be bought by my sister. So object, then verb, and then subject. A new car has to be bought by my sister. There is nothing to lose. There is nothing to lose. There is nothing to be lost. I would like someone to help me. I would like to be helped by someone. Now, see when command or the order form sentences. So how we can make changes when to bring sentence from active voice to passive voice. See the sentence, bring a book. It is order in active voice. So when we want to change it into passive, let a book be brought. See another example. In active voice, turn pile out. Let pile be turned out. Verb third form is used, brought or turn out. Okay, and the sentence started with the word let. Now, when we want permission or request, or if we want to advise anyone, so what changes we can make in the sentence? For example, here, obey parents. Obey parents, this is what order or instructions. So, what changes we can make in that when we want to make a changes into passive voice? Parents should be obeyed, because here you should obey parents, like that it is. So, parents should be obeyed by you. Listen to me. Listen to me means you should listen to me. So I should be listened to you. Then prepare for war. You should be prepared for war or be prepared for war. So in this way, we can change the sentence from active voice to passive voice and vice versa. So today we have discussed about what is voice, then what is the format of the sentence when it is in a different voice, means active voice and passive voice. So that's all for the day and have a great day ahead. Thank you everyone for being with me. Have a good day.